Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And, Charles, now we get our first look at this offense.
And one guy you have to look at in particular is Kyle Long. Can play guard or tackle with a nice degree of nastiness.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
On second down, Montgomery. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. 5 plays plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here comes Cohen. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. Still on his feet. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing here, Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job it results in a terrific play.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Montgomery. Just bowling over tacklers. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trubisky will throw. And, oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that, the process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The 2nd half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Eddie Goldman able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such...
And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. 2nd effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Taken in at the 22. Pushing his way through. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now back to throw.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
That escapes the sack. Buying, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Allison, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. His throw incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. A nice little juke. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 38 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
180. Come on, D.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And a juke this time. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The end result, 21 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A gain there of 21 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now a run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something on the line. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.